Good morning, student. Welcome you again. Our history chapter 4, and today's is the second part of our chapter. You can also see the table 1 that is given on page number 48 about the different Mughal emperors. What we have already learned in the previous class, that Babur has defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the battle of Panipat in 1526 and captured Delhi and Agra, started to rule in India or over India. So he has started to rule from 1526 to the 1530. That means only 4 years, almost less than 4 years, he has ruled over India. So in 1526, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi and his Afghan supporters at Panipat. The next one is Rana Sanga. He defeated 1527 Rana Sanga, a Rajput ruler, and his alliance at Khanwa. खनवा राजस्थान में एक जगह है जहां पर उन्होंने हराया था राणा सांगा को. In my previous class, I have told you that Rana Sanga had also supported Babur to invade Delhi because Rana Sanga was also unhappy with the way or treatment which is made by Ibrahim Lodi. So not only Daulat Khan, the governor of Punjab, but Rana Sanga had also supported Babur. But when he refused to return back to Kabul, then Rana Sanga became very angry, and due to that, Babur also wanted to expand his territory, because once he established his kingdom, then who were the powerful neighboring ruler, he wanted to defeat, and he wanted to seize his capital or his entire empire into our kingdom, into his empire. So in 1527, Rana Sanga was defeated by Babur at Khanwa, and in 1528, he defeated Rajput It is not one but Rajput at Chanderi, and he has established control over Agra, Delhi before his death. It is also said that Babur died only in 4 years of rule over India. Otherwise, he could have controlled the vast territory over India, but still within the framework of this time, he has defeated many important rulers of India especially the Rajput rulers, and extended his empire to the vast area. Now you all understand, from Kabul up to the Rajasthan, some part of MP is under the control of Mughal Empire, that is Mughal Emperors Babur. Now the next ruler is Humayun. Humayun has ruled over India twice. Humayun divided his inheritance. Inheritance means what he had inherited from his father. मतलब उसने अपने पिता से जो उत्तराधिकारी के रूप में लिया, उसको according to the will of his father, अपने पिता की इच्छा के अनुसार उसे ये साम्राज्य मिला. His brothers were each given a province. उसके जो और भाई थे उन लोगों को भी और राज्य दिया गया, लेकिन पूरे भारत और दिल्ली का साम्राज्य हुमायूं को दिया गया. The ambition of the brother Mirza Kamran weakened Humayun's cause against Afghan campaign. Sher Shah defeat Humayun at Chausa in 1539, at Kannauj in 1540, forced him to flee to Iran. मतलब इसके भाई के कारण ये कमजोर हो गया, और जिसकी कमजोरी का फायदा उठाकर शेर शाह सूरी के बारे में मैंने तुमको प्रीवियस क्लास में बताया था, वैसे मैं फिर एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा तुम्हें कौन था शेर शाह सूरी. शेर शाह सूरी जो पटना का राजा था, उसने इसकी कमजोरी का फायदा उठाया और हुमायूं को हरा दिया. अंत में हुमायूं को भागना पड़ा भारत छोड़कर, और वो ईरान में जाकर शरण लिया. इन ईरान हुमायूं रिसीव्ड हेल्प फ्रॉम सफाविद शाह. सफाविद शाह जो वहाँ का रूलर था, उससे उसने हेल्प लिया, एंड ही रिकैप्चर्ड दिल्ली in 1555. So again 1555 to 1556 years ruled over India. So the great ruler, you can say, first was Babur, then comes Humayun, after Humayun comes the Akbar. Akbar 1556 to 1605. As you are aware, Akbar is also known in the history with the name of Great. Before him, there was two great: the great Alexander, the great Ashoka, and after that the great Akbar. Akbar was very famous ruler in India because of his nature. Although he was illiterate, but he has made Abul Fazl, one of his friends, as a librarian who used to read out the books for him. He used to listen the different religious and the good books, and with the help of these books he has developed a very good ruler. He has not hesitated to adopt some of the good measures from the Sher Shah Suris also, like measurement system. This all he has taken from him. So Akbar was only 13-year-old when he became the emperor. His reign can be divided into 3 periods, that is 1556 to 1570. Akbar became independent of the regent Bairam Khan. Actually, when Akbar was minor, when Humayun died, then Akbar was made only at the age of 13 years. He was not capable to rule. So Bairam Khan became regent of him, and he started to look after the entire kingdom. That is the battle that was fought at Khanua, as well as Khanua, Humayun was there, but there is a lot of battles. The other battles which was fought during the Akbar's reign was actually fought by the Bairam Khan. Okay? So Bairam Khan and other member of his domestic staff, military campaign were launched against the Suris, that is Sher Shah Suri, and other Afghan against the neighboring kingdom of Malwa and Gondwana, and to suppress the revolt of his half-brother Mirza Hakim and the Uzbek. Mirza Hakim was the ruler of Kabul then, that time. In 1568, the Sisodia capitals of Chittor was seized, and in 1569, Ranthambore, it was also seized by him. Then comes second phase. Second phase is from 1570 to 1585. It was a military campaign in Gujarat, followed by campaign in the East in Bihar, Bengal and Orissa. These campaigns were complicated by the 1579 and 1580 revolt in support of Mirza Hakim, who was his half-brother. In 1585, third phase starts from 1585 to 1605, campaign of Akbar empires. Expansion of Akbar's empire, मतलब विस्तार करना अकबर के empire. Campaign in the northwest, Kandahar, which is presently in Afghanistan. Kandahar was seized from the Safavids. Kashmir was annexed, and also Kabul after the death of Mirza Hakim. मिर्जा हाकिम के अंडर में काबुल था, लेकिन मिर्जा हाकिम जो उसका हाफ ब्रदर का मतलब होता है सौतेला भाई, तो उसके सौतेले भाई के मरने के बाद फिर उसने काबुल को सीज किया. कैंपेन इन द दक्कन मतलब महाराष्ट्र रीजन पूरा कर्नाटका स्टार्टेड, एंड बेरार, खानदेश एंड पार्ट ऑफ अहमदनगर वे annexed. In the last year of his reign, Akbar was distracted by the rebellions of Prince Salim, the future emperor जहांगीर के बारे में तुमने सुना होगा. सलीम उसका एक उपनाम था. So we will learn about Jahangir